So this man put a video out, respect to him, and he's talking about men on TikTok are not okay. But it's the same type of men who created the manosphere on social media and things like that. But let's get to what one of them starts to say, and then I want to talk on that. But this guy, he has a girlfriend, and he has some pretty good input on, you know, his thought process on it all.
Just do everything for him.
1 second.
Yeah, personally, I enjoy doing my own chores. Now, that's...
Let me go back. Let's see here.
Not to say that I enjoy them. I don't want to do my laundry. I don't want to wash my sheets. I don't want to go to the bank. But I do those things, and I would rather do them myself than have someone else do them for me because I wanted a mom, not a wife.
I just went to the bank,
Okay,
tried to
here
pull
we
some
go.
money out. I've used the card. It's payday. All of a sudden, my card doesn't work. All of a sudden, I can't pull money out of my fucking account. For some dumbass reason, trying to pull $1,000 out, it won't let me pull any fucking money out, but I already pulled money out today. So what the fuck is the problem? I don't have a limit that I'm aware of.
Okay, weird. What does that have to do with women? Also, what do you need $1,000 in cash for? Just like randomly. Like if you have to go pay someone, sure, but like casually, what do you need $1,000 in cash for?
Lady's telling me the card isn't working, it's declining. I'm like, that's impossible. It's fucking impossible. So then I come over here to Walmart, and guess what? My card works. I go to pay another bill, and guess what? My card works. I go to an ATM, make a withdrawal, and guess what? My fucking card works. I don't want to do this shit. Like, I don't want to be running around to get my medication and all this stupid dumb shit that I gotta fucking do. I don't want to worry about a SMUD bill. I don't want to worry about PG&E. I don't want to worry about the fucking rent. None of that shit.
I'm still really confused what this has to do with women, unless you're gonna get to, I want a woman to sit in my house and do this for me. I want a woman to go and get my medication. Brother, it's 2025, have it delivered.
I want to just go to work and make the fucking money. Let me go to work and make the fucking money. Let me fix the thing that's broken. Let me do the shit that I was designed to do while you do the shit that you were fucking designed to do. What is so fucking wrong with being a homemaker and being a feminine fucking woman who balances the checkbook?
Brother, I'm gonna be so real. I love my girlfriend to death. I love her so much.
Let me just stop there, right there. So this is a man who doesn't even have a woman right now, and is complaining. He's complaining about what he wants a woman to do, and he's aggressive about it, and she's not even in his life. Now, let's just imagine this. Let's imagine he gets that woman, and he gets all the things he wants, right? That she stays home, he goes out, he makes the money, but there's another side to that scenario, and the other side is this. It's that he'll complain about giving her money to exist on, making sure that she has no access to financial, no financial gains of his earnings, which is why men are finding it hard right now when they're saying they don't want women that are out there in the workforce. However, men make it hard for women not to be in the workforce, because even if she's at home washing all his dirty underwear and his towels, so when he gets home he can take a shower with clean towel, and making sure the bathroom's clean and the bedroom's clean when he sleeps and lays his head down, and the kitchen is clean and cooks him meals and all those other things. These are the same type of men that complained in the 60s and 70s about having to support women. They're the same ones that complained about having to come out of pocket for this woman for any need she needs. Like, there's so many scenarios. I've talked to women who are older, who created careers for themselves when they were these stay-at-home mothers and things like that, that they the husbands they had didn't want to pay for even their feminine products. So there's that flip side. And the reason why women are in the workforce is so that they don't have to beg their husbands for necessities that they need. That's very humiliating, but a lot of these manosphere men think that women are just supposed to exist with no needs. It's so weird. It's trippy. Let's continue.
I would lay down and die for her at the littlest inconvenience that she has. I don't want her touching my money. She's so bad at math. She's so bad at math. She's so bad at math. She's so bad at math.
Everybody's not skilled in everything.
She can have it. She can have everything I've ever made. But, like, do not try and balance the checkbook here. Okay? I love her. She's great. Asthma, bad at math, chose me. Those are her only red flags. I understand the sentiment of wanting your life to be a little bit easier. However, I don't understand the sentiment of wanting to put that onto someone else. My partner and I both unfortunately have jobs. I sit here and yap, and she has a master's degree and is a speech therapist. When we are together, and on the weekends, when we have time to do things, we do things together. I don't mind going and buying groceries. I don't mind going grocery shopping because I get to do it with her. I don't mind going and picking up her medication because I get to do it with her. I don't mind doing all the things in life that should otherwise be boring because I get to do them with her. And if you could sit down and say, I want someone to do all these things with, I would nod my head and agree with you. But you're saying, I want someone to do all these things for me. I just want to make the money. We have had generations and generations and generations of women say, I need help raising children, making meals.
So that is the part right there. Because my youngest daughter and her husband work, both of them work 40 plus hours a week, and they're both committed to raising my granddaughter. And when I say committed, it means that, okay, so my daughter's husband leaves for work early. He gets my granddaughter ready, and he leaves, and because the daycare that they have her in is closer to his job, is he takes her to work, takes her with him when he's on his way to work. He drops her off at daycare. He gets out of work. He picks her up, or my daughter will pick her up, depending on who can get off earlier, and they come home with her. They both are committed to my daughter cooks meals as soon as she gets home from work. And then he'll do stuff like get her ready for bed, get her bath taken, and things like that. He'll do, or it goes vice versa, and then vice versa depending on who she wants to put her to sleep at night when it's time for bed. They both do it, so they're both committed in the relationship. But the problem with the manosphere mindset is the manosphere mindset doesn't help women out, doesn't want to help women out when it comes to child raising, childbearing, and all these different things. And then there's still that really negative connotation to women and childbirth and their bodies and things like that. And these men think that women, although some women can bounce back lickety split right after having a child, every woman can't do that. Their body's is not designed like that. And so they can't have 4 and 5 kids and then bounce right back. Their bodies bounce right back. Every woman is not built like that. But these men think that women should be doing that. That their body should be A1, bounce back within 2 weeks after having a baby. And that is not a fact. So there's those type of men. So the reason why you're finding a lot of these manosphere men single is because they haven't come to grips with what is wrong with themselves, which is keeping these so-called women they want from coming to them, right? So they're not attracting the women they want because they still have to work on things within themselves. That man that he just showed in this video has anger issues. And I can tell you right now that I can best believe that if you talk to any of the guy's ex-girlfriends or wives, he explodes. So the littlest things set that man off, and he'll explode in the relationship. And although, and this is part of the reason why the Trump era has come back, is because a lot of these men don't want to do what it takes to become better men, and because they don't want to become better men, they think that they can just put women under wraps and force them to be with them, because that's what it used to be. Women couldn't even leave their husbands, even if she was getting knocked down a set of stairs and beaten every day. she wasn't, by law, wasn't allowed to leave him, and there were no resources for her, which is what these men want. They want no welfare. They want no they want to make sure that women have to be forced to have babies and all these different things. But in the same token, these men aren't mature enough, or aren't men enough, or aren't creating the better man in themselves enough to make these women want to stay with them and to produce children and families with. And it really pisses these men off. Let's continue.
Generally at home.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system.
Boy, I'll tell you what, YouTube is want to make this money.
Shouldn't mean you do absolutely everything. That is not.
See if we get another one. Because everything he's saying is right on. Okay, let's go. What's going on?
Deer and clean it and take it home for her to cook. Hell no, I'm not gonna fix the fucking fence. Hell no, I'm not doing that shit. I'm a strong, independent man. I don't need no fucking woman.
Most of you can't do that. Most of you can't fix a fence or
a
hunt a deer
or a tire.
Properly clean it. Also, if you're working and you're probably not going to do it right, this does not apply to everyone. And there are some people out there, there's some men out there who are incredible with woodworking and fixing up stuff around the house. I'm going to assume you're not one of them, dude. If you got a fence to fix, why wouldn't you pay someone who knows how to do it instead of just making everyone else mad when you mess it up? If he's treated right, she earned it. Most men will do it. In order for the man in this situation to be treated right, they have to already be in a relationship. If the person that you are, specifically this guy, stops you from even getting into a relationship, you're worried about the wrong part, dude. You're worried about whether or not your car is going to run out of gas when it won't even start. Like, you're okay. Take a second, chill, sit back and say, what can I do to improve myself and the way that women see me in order to maybe get into a relationship? The more I go through this video, the more I understand the comment that said, he's already yelling at her and she doesn't exist. He's talking to an idea of a woman that he wants and saying, why aren't you like this? Why aren't you like this? Why aren't you like this? I need a woman who can cook, clean, do my chores while I'm at work. I know you.
Yeah, that's what their mouths say. And then when they get that type of woman, they abuse that type of woman to where the woman wants to leave. And then they're like, see, I knew she was going to leave. Okay, yeah. When you're abusive and you're screaming at her every day and you have her in fight or flight, of course she can't fight you, so she's going to run. She's going to get away from you, right? So it's not that she was going to leave you. It's that you haven't changed your ways, your energy, how you come in the relationship with her that makes her want to leave. You haven't changed none of that. So even if she loved you from the jump start or from the beginning and all those things, you haven't done what you got to do for as being a man to make her want to stay. And that's the problem with a lot of the manosphere men, is they claim they want one thing, and then a lot of times they'll say they want that, they get that, and that's not really what they wanted. And they go back to the same type of women they had before. So that's what I'm saying. You have to make change. If what you really want in your life is a significant other, and this goes for women as well. What you want to be as a significant other is you got to put in the work for yourself. You have to do what you need to do to make yourself a better person for whoever, or make it more comfortable, or that you are able to be, you're the type of person that, you can work things out with. Yeah. Anyways, I got a lot more to say, but that's it, because this is long.